confidence picks up defensively, and we get our rotations, and we just don't want to let each other down. And
Montego, could you talk about the beginning of the fourth quarter when you guys just went on your run and you went off?
I just told my guys this is it. We got to put it all on the floor and play hard and best team win. And we just keep playing defense. Defense is gonna win us this game, and that's what we did. It was mainly our defense, which translates to our offense.
Cameron, was Lincoln all that you expected in preparing for them once you guys got on there a couple minutes into the game? What did you figure out by them? Was it the same?
Yeah, we knew they were going to come attack us, and we were prepared for it. We weren't like thinking like we were going to beat them, because last year they beat us, so we knew we had to come play, and that's what we did.
Dorian, could you talk, their coach kind of said, this is the game you guys really wanted. You wanted to maybe see Lincoln earlier in the year. Just talk about the ability to avenge that loss from last year. Just how does it feel?
That loss last year really stuck with us, and at the beginning of the season, that's all we could really talk about was, how close we were to beating them, and the fact that they won the state championship. Maybe thought we could be in their shoes. And when we came out to play them tonight, we just knew that we were going to have to come out and play our best game that we could possibly play, because we knew that they were a really great team, probably better than they were last year, and they're a different team. They're a team full of guards, so we had to play different because they knew they would come at us hard and keep on coming. They weren't going to stop.
Same question for you, Quinn.
I just think throughout this whole process, we've been able to bond, especially as Coach said earlier, going through some rough times. Last year, we won almost every game. We only lost 4 times, and I think it humbled us early on in the season to lose and be almost 500. We were almost 500 after the preseason was over. So I think that definitely gave us a refocus. And Lincoln is a great team. I'm not gonna slight them or anything like that. I just feel like we wanted it more this game. We wanted it more. We felt like last year should have been our chance, and to be able to get another chance doesn't happen to many teams. And I think we were able to take advantage of it. And also, like Dorian said, they're a different team. I think we were able to attack them, and I think even this year we were better matched up for them this year because we were a little bit bigger. Even though they had some larger wings than us, I think we were quicker, and we had some front guys with Cameron and with myself and also with Dorian where we were able to attack the glass, and I even noticed that on tape. So I think that was a little bit different this year as well.
Coach, that seemed to be a real big difference, the rebounding. You went into the halftime -9 in rebounds and walked away at the end of the game +2. Talk about especially Derek, I think, with 8 rebounds.
when Derek's focused and doing what we ask him to do, he plays big. Sorry about that. We talked to him a little bit at the halftime, just not to worry about all this stuff because he's getting his hands on the balls like he normally does. He just, he was strong and he kept his focus to make sure that everything we were doing he took care of, and I'm very proud of Derek too. He's a big reason why we're here right now.
Devin, can you talk about, not too many teams who lose in the section semis get to be where you guys are at. Just talk about the process you guys had after losing such a tough game to get emotionally ready to make a run.
Yeah, well, I think this win shows, everybody that, we're a really good team. Not too many people believed in us, that we even make it to the semis. But winning this game, I think it proves a lot. But yet we're humble about it, and it showed that we've been in this situation before. Keeping our composure late in the game, and it was a really good win.
Montego, could you talk a little bit about playing the number 1 team in the state, if that's a motivating factor, and if that, could be intimidating on one hand, but also on the other hand?
Like Dorian said, in the beginning of the season, we would always talk about was Lincoln. We was that close to beating them, that close. And they're great. They're like a really good team. And for them to be ranked number 5 in the nation, like that shows a lot of effort. And what they do is good. And coming into this game, I just had the motivation, like, look, we could do it. We could do it. We had them last year. All we got to do is play our game and do what we do. Nothing needs to change.
Coach, what do you really think about teams that lose in semifinals being able to come back and play again? Because should a team that loses in a semifinal be? I know you do because of the section, but overall, do you like that concept?
I'm just happy for the boys that they got the opportunity. You know, we came up short, and to be given the second opportunity to extend our season. You know, it makes for a longer season, obviously. It has its pros and it has its cons. But obviously it's turned out to be a pro for us. With some unfinished business of some goals that we had set as a team that didn't get fulfilled in the section finals. So I'm very happy and humbled that we get this opportunity.
Is it an advantage, I guess is what I'm asking? You had an extra week off in some of these teams. You had to play 2 less games. And, I mean, you guys are loose. You come in really loose. You don't have anything to lose now. It's cool.
Yeah. No, that 11-day break, I wasn't sure, from the semifinal game to our first round against Narbonne, how we were going to react. We came out a little flat, but, the boys were over it pretty quick. They accepted what had happened and they moved on. Thanks in part to Tigo. They had a bonding session a couple nights later, and they got together, and because we knew we had qualified, so they got together and said they got this opportunity and they want to make the most of it.
From a coach's perspective, maybe you talked about some guys. Did you say, hey guys, if we just keep it close, those guys haven't played a close game in 2 months. Did you guys think about that at all? They said it didn't. They said no, we're bearing on the game, which I think some of us in here were a little surprised about.
No, we knew that we couldn't get down by 18 late and come back from it because they're too strong. We knew we had to keep it close and make our run. It's a lot better to make a run 8 down than 18 down. Early in the fourth. We had talked about making sure we just took care of the ball. We limited. I don't know what the stats are, but I think we limited them pretty well with their second and third opportunities in the second half to keep us close. And then I think they were one and done and a few times in a row we were able to capitalize and really get back into the game.
Steve, one of the most things I was impressed about, despite trailing most of the game, you didn't use your first time out until 4 minutes into the fourth quarter, and you were able to have all 5 of them.
My coaches are yelling at me to use them, and there was times I could have used them, to calm the guys down. I've just, they know me. I don't like to call a lot of timeouts, but I can't take them home with me either, so I don't know why I don't call them. But I'd like to think my guys are prepared for any situation, for what we go through in practice, where whatever is thrown at us, we can react and adjust, and I think we do a pretty good job adjusting while we're playing. There's some times where we need to calm down late, so I knew we needed to call our timeouts. Coach Stockham and Coach Wickham were in my ear about it, and so.
Do you think it was good that you were able to have in those key situations, where you could get your team together and make sure the composure was there?
It did help because I don't think I ended up with any. I think I used all the timeouts.
You used
so.
3 in the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, just to make sure, we wanted to make sure that we knew what we needed to do. Mission Viejo, was loud and weren't quite sure, but we made sure that the guys were in there and were listening and they were doing what we were asking them to do.